Hi, welcome everybody to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. As you may be aware, this channel is about reforming the BBC. I'm outside on location now at this beautiful Gothic church. Beautiful sunny afternoon. Well, winter's afternoon sun. Beautiful building. The sun's just catching this building, and I love churches and stuff like that, and buildings and architecture. Anyway, that's not the reason you tuned in, as Alex Belfield would say. Been watching a lot of Alex Belfield programs on YouTube and other YouTubers, and trying to make my channel a bit more interesting by picking up tips if I can. But as I said, my channel is about the BBC. It's how I perceive to be. I can't change. You either like or dislike. It's up to you. I'm just informing you of what I believe and informing you what to do about the BBC. And I was just looking at Chili John's channel. Chili John, big YouTuber on about the BBC, a bit bigger than me, of course. Lots of subscribers. Yeah, he was pointing out that there's been a lot of people sending him things about this new letter you're getting from the BBC about informing you, scaremongering, the Gestapo tactics of fearmongering again. Typical BBC, how they make to fear by sending you stupid letters, even though you've cancelled your licence. They're sending you these junk mail letters saying, you know, we've found out that you've been tuned into watching the Iplayer when you're not allowed. Now, it's a complete daft idea the BBC would send a letter like this, because for a start, if they are tracking you and monitoring what you're doing, that's basically something that you can stop, because you have to get yourself what I would call a VPN. If you are tuning into the iPlayer, you know, online, that is, nothing to do with terrestrial television, because you, with the iPlayer, you have to sign in by email address and join, as you may be aware. I don't do that because I don't watch the iPlayer. But once you sign in, you register with them, and if you're watching without a license, they probably could track that address, that email address, and your details. If they find on the records you haven't got a license, then they have some evidence, basically, that you're watching or have joined the iPlayer. They probably can't get any physical evidence unless they come and monitor you by some other means of actually watching what you're doing via your internet provider. Therefore, when they send these letters out saying you know you've been watching the BBC, tuned into the iPlayer, blah blah blah, they have no real evidence unless they can find out that you've logged in to the iPlayer, and you've obviously probably been watching while you've not got a license. That's just a fearmonger letter. I can tell you that definitely. That's just another way of you know, making you pay for a license, like Chili John was saying on his channel. So really, if you're watching the iPlayer and you've not got a license, obviously, and you tuned in and signed up, I mean, you could sign to a false email address and everything else, but you have to have a location and a postcode and stuff like this. So well, as I said, they could probably trace something if they had the equipment online. But as I said before, if you've got a internet connection, the internet is not owned by the BBC. And of course the iPlayer is their platform, which they're on there, and you just have to sign into it. So it's your own real fault if you do sign in and watch and you've not got a license. That's pretty not really good, you know, because you leave yourself open. But if you have a VPN, which is what I've got, and a lot of people have if you've got internet connection, a VPN is a virtual private network, basically, where it protects you from hackers, people, various things, and having to watch other things, other programs which are banned from your country and stuff like this. It's a new ball game, the VPN, what it does. Now I'm on Surfshark. I've had other companies before. I've had IP Vanish. I've had CyberGhost, other various companies. But I find the best deal was the one with Surfshark, for what it was, and I do share it with other people and share the cost. So that will protect you from any hackers go into your system, because your service provider has records of what you do on the internet. And but obviously if you're using a VPN, it blocks off their monitoring of your system, because like everybody else, like Facebook, which I hate, of course Facebook monitors everything you do online. They just sell all your data to everybody else. That's why people are watching WhatsApp doing things on up, and they're all being monitored and sold for information. That's why it's free. So the letters you get in, like Chili John was talking about, letters from the BBC are just another way of scaring you, saying that you've been caught out without a license. If you've signed in and you haven't got a license, of course, and you've had an email address and they traced that email address and you haven't got a license, they're going to send you this letter out saying that you've been because you've registered on the email address, and you've registered that email and postcode and everything else, and they've sent you this warning, basically to frighten you, and they've known you haven't got a license or current license. You may tune into the iPlayer and realise that you haven't got a license, stuff like this. But that's what they'll do. They will find out and try and just send you a license, even though scaring people, saying that they're just lying. Basically, they got to have evidence. If they had evidence, like Chili John was saying, why don't they just prosecute and send you a letter in the post that we have evidence that you've been watching the iPlayer? Why not having a license? It's a simple. Up to £1,000 fine, all the rest of it. They, don't have to just send you a warning letter. So they could have the evidence there if they could find the evidence, and it's just a scaremongering tactics, which is said, which was on Chili John's channel, talking about it today. And I thought I'd just respond to it, because if you've got a VPN, like I said, it's very simple to subscribe to. Mine cost me about £35. But I shared that with somebody else and stuff like that, so it cost me about £15 a year for 2 years. It's nothing to worry about. A small fee to sort of protect your data from the internet provider. Whoever you've got, say you've got Virgin, you've got BT, or you've got Sky. Sky can't monitor what you're doing on your internet because you've got a VPN. So that's one answer for you, to get a VPN. And of course, you could still find a way around things as on the internet, things that have to sign in to watch the iPlayer. But as I said before, these things are just there to scare you. And if you get the letter, just ignore it, really, or just like Chili John said, just ring them up and just renew your license and say I'm not watching, and that's all you need to do. But I certainly advise not to anybody to sign into the iPlayer and try and watch the iPlayer without a license, because once you've got that login details or an email, they will try and get the login details and check it out, because that's what they do. You have to sign in, you have to sign up to the app to work. So you're just doing the wrong thing by doing that. So my advice, even if you get the letters, you're not tuned in to watch the iPlayer. I just take it as a scaremongering tactic, another scare tactic to try and frighten people who have cancelled the license. Like I say, I want to thank everybody again to tune in to the channel and subscribe to the channel, and like or dislike, it's up to you. I'm just passing on the information, how simple it is to cancel your license. This beautiful church being set up by the sun now, big afternoon sun on the church there. It's a Gothic church, very Gothic. But yes, just go to the bank, close your account. Then you'll get the letters from the BBC, of course, because you've cancelled, and you ring them up. Is the best policy. Ring them up, tell them you don't require a license, get your 2-year exemption, which I've told you many times on this channel, and then it's out of their hands really. They will maybe send the goons round, but you just don't know. As I said, if they send the goons round, you just say no, thank you very much. I don't require a license anymore, and you know, just say no, thank you, and shut the door. Which is my policy. Just say if you're not watching, you're not paying. So that's what I'm saying, folks. You're not watching, you're not paying. So nothing to worry about. They're just salesmen. You knock on the door, you just say no, thank you, goodbye. So that's all you need to do, folks. I know I've repeated it a long time, but to get my message across, I hope it has. And just get yourself a VPN. I'll leave a link to various places, or I'll show you the link I use. With the company I use is Surfshark. I find it quite easy to use. You just turn it on and it stays on, and so you log on to the internet, and you know, it stops your internet provider finding information about you and whatever. It just blocks that. You might run slightly smaller with speed and stuff, but it's there to protect you. What you do on the internet is your own affair. It's a virtual private network, and I advise everybody to get one, whether you've got a BBC license or not. It's just a protection of your data, what you use and what you do on the internet, you know. So anyway, folks, I hope you find the video informative, and give it a like. And it has gone on a bit. I didn't want to go on that long, but you see, it's a beautiful day, a beautiful sunny afternoon in the wintertime, October. But I came out just to sort of clear this up, that just get yourself a VPN, and what you do on the internet really is your own affair then, because the BBC have nothing to do with the internet. They could try, if they wanted to, they could get a court order, but that's going to cost them money, and find out more information about you, what you do online. But that is another ball game, to find out what you do online, you know. With the VPN, you've got some kind of protection. So folks, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks everybody again. I'm coming up to nearly 200 subscribers to the channel. I want to thank everybody who's joined me and subscribed and hit the likes button and the bell button. And thank you for your support on the channel. I really appreciate it. Feeling a bit better, a bit stuffy nose after a cold and stuff, but feeling a bit better today. And hope everybody's well themselves. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye now.